Today I'm going to talk about 5 cheap do-it-yourself fish room hacks that I cannot live without and make my life looking after 30 different tanks so much easier. Stay tuned. Aquarium hack. It's called oak leaves. I've collected these today. It's in the fall, and I will bake them in the oven at like 170 degrees just to dry them out, and they'll be ready to use for the aquarium. Why would I use oak leaves? Oak leaves are free. I just have to go outside and collect them. I live in Canada. We have oak leaves abundantly available. Why do I use oak leaves? Because I'm too cheap to buy Indian almond leaves. And guess what? They do the exact same thing. They're just a bit smaller, a bit thinner, need to be replaced a little bit more often. But for your shrimp tanks, pleco tanks, whatnot, these are a great source of biofilm that grows on them. And the shrimp actually eat the leaves as well, and so will the breast-nosed plecos. It acts as a great source of fiber for them as well to keep their digestive system going. So if you live in an area that has oak leaves, by all means, go get free leaves and quit paying a lot of money for Indian almond leaves. I have the oven set as low as it goes, 170. I put the leaves in the oven on a tray. What I'm doing, a lot of people would say, well, what about bugs and stuff? Well, I'm going to put it at 170, and that should kill any bugs. I'm going to leave them in here for about a half an hour, and it should dry them out and kill any bugs. And if you think you can't get bugs on Indian almond leaves, think again. They're picked from the ground. They're probably full of bugs. These will be bug free. I picked them from the tree, which lessens the amount of bugs in them, and baking them in the oven here should kill any more bugs that there is, but I'm not baking them hot enough that it's gonna ruin the leaves. So here they are after being in the oven for about 20 minutes. They're crunchy, dry, perfectly dry, and ready for the tank. The application for the leaves is very simple. You take the dried leaf, you throw it in your tank. You can get it completely wet if you want. It'll sink faster, but it's gonna float back up, and it'll sink within a day. And you'll see your shrimps chowing away on it. This hack is not just cheap, it's free. Absolutely free, natural, safe product. Next one's not free, but pretty close. The next product we're going to talk about, easy fish hack, is a turkey baster. Found at any dollar store across North America, and it's got so many uses, it's crazy. The number one use of a turkey baster for me is getting all the uneaten food and fish waste from my little fry containers. Simply suck it out, put it into another container. This is the best way for doing this, cleaning them out. Doesn't freak the fish out too much, a little bit, but not too much, and you can easily and effectively clean up their waste to keep them with a happy, healthy environment. My next cheap aquarium hobby hack is a meat thermometer. Now, very clearly, it pretty much self-explains itself. Turn it on, it's digital. Dip the probe into the tank. Read the temperature. It stops very quickly, and it's quite accurate. Takes a second to get exactly where we are, and there we are. We're at 78.7, maybe 78.6 by the time it's done. Easy to use, great for water changes. You can pinpoint your temperature exactly, not using those old mercury thermometers. I don't know, works well for me. It's like 10 bucks in the kitchen section for a good one. My next hack is cheap aquarium lids. I have this stack of 20-gallon, 21-gallon cubes, and they're very awkward size. Tough to find store-made commercial lids for them. I went to Home Depot and purchased this material made for greenhouse roofing or what have you. Comes in basically a 2 foot by 8 foot or 6 foot sheet. It's about 60 bucks. I had enough to make 6 lids out of it for 60 bucks. They work great. The light penetrates them. They're easy to cut. I used it. They just slide right in, like so. And you won't lose very much water to evaporation. And the lights still get in and penetrate for the plants very well. My next and last hack we're going to talk about today is a pepper grinder. Pepper grinder is so handy for breaking up different types of pellets, flakes, whatever you feed. It offers different sizes and breaks up bigger pellets and flakes for small fry fish to eat. It creates some powder, some very small pieces, and some little bit bigger pieces. So sometimes when you have different sized fish in the same tank, everybody can be satisfied with food that fits their mouth. Also, you can add different types of food to the grinder and blend them all together so you're offering a huge variety diet to your fish. So these are the 3 foods that I mixed in, and they're all Northfin products. I really do love most of Northfin's products. But different size pellets, different types, cichlid pellets. Then we have veggie cichlid pellets, 1 mil, 3 mil. And then we have Bug Pro, and I don't know what size, it's just Bug Pro. 2 mil it looks like. So these are them. They mix up nicely in the grinder. And maybe we'll feed the multifasciatus. They really enjoy this stuff. This is the 30-gallon multifasciatus tank we're gonna feed. As you can see, there are many different sizes of fish, from about 1.5 inches to close to 2 inches, I guess, all the way down to essentially nothing. See, there's all kinds of little baby. Look at those little babies there. We got every life stage in here, so many different sizes of food is going to be very important. As you can see, it gives all the different size fish a chance to get something to eat. And I make sure the food is small enough for the very smallest of babies to be able to get it in his mouth and get some nutrition. This has helped this tank become very successful. So there you have it, my 5 fish room hacks for today. Cheap, easy hacks that are just going to make your life easier in a fish room and more convenient. Everything I do is for convenience. I have a lot of tanks to look after. I have a full-time job on top of that. I have lots of business going on, everything, family, kids, dog, everything. Anything that's going to make my life faster and easier in the fish room, I like to do it. So if you like these ideas, go ahead, use them. They're there to use. I've taken a lot of them from other people. I didn't come up with them all myself. I come up with some myself, but as far as using them, go ahead. And if you have any that you'd like to share in the comments below, by all means, go ahead, and I'm gonna do more videos of more fish hacks I have in the fish room. So until then, happy fish keeping, take care.